Hey there, everybody. How have y'all been? Let's see, this is what I get for not streaming for a month. Nobody's here. That's on me, honestly. But yeah, oh, hey there, SHL Productions. Welcome back. Oh, Jimmy Dogwoods, great name. Welcome back. No worries, Joy. How can I blame someone for missing the stream when this is my first weekly stream in like a month? It's been a while, but we're making progress. We're making progress. Um, yeah, the right now, let's see. Let me reorganize my window so I can actually see what's going on. But yeah, that's pretty much. Let's see. All right, so I'm just putting everything in the right spot. My hair's looking weird. Okay. Yeah, it has. Oh yeah. No, I was a minute late here, so no worries. But yeah, it has been a while, Wolf Gamer. I promise. I have been working hard. Admittedly, only some of that work has been on Superhero Life 4. I've been working on it during break, essentially during like winter Christmas break. Um, and so I've made some recent progress, but not exactly. Uh, you know, let's see. Nah. Though I have converted all my money to hot coin. I'm not sure if that investment's going to pay off. Um, so actually, hoverboards are something that we want to add at some point. Just because that'd be fun. Um, let's see. Yeah, yeah. To Hotcoin, it's the future. Invest now. No, do not do that. This is not investment advice. I don't know how to explain. Like, if someone says this is not investment advice in their Twitter feed or like in their Twitter bio, that person is the shadiest person, you know. But yeah, let's see. Will Superhero 2 stay up when Superhero 4 comes out? It'll stay up. It might be open sourced. So, yeah, it's for the most part, though, like, we're in no real rush to get any of that done. Um, but yeah, I look like Red Rage. I mean, like, yeah, I'm the original template. No, no. I mean, like, in a sense, yeah, I guess that, like, I'm a straight white male with, brown hair. Yeah, the funny thing is back when I made Superhero Life 2, I did have a beard half the time. I just hadn't really consolidated my identity around it. Like I hadn't kind of accepted it that by that point I'd still had like 15 years of no beard. Um, yeah, so but yeah, I would say if there was a character who was based off me, it would probably be Red Rage. Um, Yeah, the let's see. Yeah, there's no set date yet, but as y'all will see in a little bit when I open up the when I open up the actual studio to show y'all the game and the progress I've made on it, you will see that like we'll probably be able to enter testing soon ish. The right now I've kind of been working hard trying to make the optimization stuff go well. So actually, let me change my. Okay, so what I've been working on right now is I'm trying to find a fast way to essentially do all these different editable image operations pretty quickly, but some of them are pretty slow. Like, look at this one. This one takes 15 milliseconds, which is absurd. So I need to find a way to do that faster, ideally. I am working on that a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's it there are limits, I think. So we'll just have to see how that goes. Yeah, but that's kind of what I've been working on. Um, so multiple hairs will be free for Superhero Life 4. I'm not going to be monetizing it in that way, for sure. Let's see. Yeah, the for the most part though, like, so my vision for Superhero Life 4 is basically what if I did Superhero Life 2 really well? Um, more or less. That's kind of what it is at this point. It's you know, it's definitely not anything too crazy. Um, but like I just want to modernize superhero life for, like, you know, the next generation, you know, because let's be honest, the last good superhero life game definitely came out in 2017, maybe 2018 if you're feeling generous, but and as a result it's not a, you know, it's certainly a, the game's dying. We can all see it, right? Like, I don't think that's a surprise to anyone. Like, it has less than 100 concurrents on it most days, and that's on me. That's because I haven't done anything in a while. You know, like the as much as, you know, it pains me to see, it's expected. Um, but yeah, so how do I feel about Superhero Life 3? Well, I think that it, to some extent, well, here's the thing. I am proud of parts of Superhero Life 3, which people don't necessarily care about. I understand why people don't play it. I understand where I messed up, but I can't help but, you know, also be kind of proud of the other areas, you know? Like, it's not, it's tough because you want to, of course, you know, do, it sounds like cope, I guess, you know, like the to be like, oh, actually it's good and y'all don't appreciate it, but like there, I really like how the weather system works. I do like the way the UI was upgraded. I think that in general it's a much more polished game than Superhero Life 2. um and yeah, like, unfortunately that's not enough. You know, like, it messed up the customization, and the core of the game is the customization, you know, like as much as you know, I'd like to say it's about the powers or it's about cool map stuff. Like, that's not it. It's about the customization. And so by messing that up, you know, it was an unforced error on my part. One that I did because at the time, it's probably obvious looking back, but I was inspired a lot by Jailbreak when I made it. Because I liked Jailbreak, and I thought that it did a good job of having sort of a action-packed fantasy thing, and I could see a world where superheroes kind of fit into that genre. In fact, you could see Mad City kind of proved this to an extent. They have sort of a thing. You can't chat? What do you mean? I'm not sure I follow. Um, oh, is the chat broken in Superhero Life 3 or 2? Or what's happening? Yeah, that game's falling apart. Yeah, oh, oh, the chat cooldown in the stream. Let's see, what's it set at? How do I check that? Hmm. I don't I don't see I don't see anything, any clear buttons for how frequently the chat should happen. Um, but I will look into that later. Um, yeah, yeah, I do not know why it is not doing that. But let's see. Will there be multiple emblems and multiple capes? Uh, there would definitely be multiple emblems. We have a lot of emblems. I'm not sure if they're working right now, but we do. We have almost 100. Um, in terms of multiple capes, we'll probably have different lengths. The problem with the capes is that they are their own little small system, and I mean, a 3 second delay doesn't sound like the end of the world, but I don't know. At that point, it just seems more like, it's might be more of a feature than a bug. Yeah, the will we be able to have more than one emblem on a suit? Functionally, yes. The current implementation does not have that though. Hmm. I really don't know why it's doing that. If it's 3 minutes, that's not good. But I don't see any buttons for changing the stream delay. Sorry about that. Don't really know what's going on there. But yeah, so I've also been coding away a little bit in the background. Let's see if this works. I've made, oh, I'm in trouble. 149. We can see the code if you want. Shift channel RGBA2. I think I have that set. Let me, I'm just going to try that again. Oh, also check out this. Check out this thing here. I can do channel isolation, which I think will be pretty good for getting like retexturing of items. I haven't hooked it up to the editor yet, but it's handy. You can imagine how like how say you wanted to make like a really bright like a red thing, certain different channels might be better for showing that. But yeah. But yeah, no, I think it's looking pretty good. Woo. Exciting, I know. Yeah, the I don't know. I'm just gonna try to rerun it again and hope that that benchmark is working now. Because I don't know what could have been causing, because the code looked right in VS Code. Roblox emotes. We should have Roblox emotes working. I made. We might have custom emotes too. So for the testers, it's probably just going to be something as simple as a Discord bot. Nothing too crazy. Just react here to get a role. Ideally, I'd have it so that just anyone who's currently in the Discord can test, but that takes more effort, I think. And also, it's probably best to have some separation. Let's see. So I think multiple emblems is currently in the game. You can layer them. It's just right now they're all like chest-mounted ones. Adding emblems to different places is not necessarily something that we can't do. Okay. Oh, wait. I messed up. I was supposed to do Shift RGBA instead of Shift RGBA2. But let's just see how they compare all the same. So Shift RGBA2, average of 7.2 milliseconds. And Shift RGBA, average of 4. Okay, yeah, that was not a good move. Okay, so I'm just going to go Shift RGB2. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so if we were shifting it 1, RG. Okay, so shifting it 2 would be B. Okay, so that should work there. So now I can hopefully get that to work. Let's see if it'll work. Let's see. I think so. I think that director mode, that sounds like a good thing for like a custom server, you know? Like that sounds like the kind of thing that I'd want to do there. Um, but yeah, like, and I don't, monetization is such a difficult thing because on the one hand, I want to make a really fun game and I don't want to just monetize it. You know, like my full-time job at Blocks Fruits pays me more than enough money. I really just want to make a good game. You know, like I don't. I'm not sure that I'm going to like forego monetization entirely, but like I'd rather think about that at the end. You know, like see, like make a fun game and then see, okay, what can we monetize off of this? Um, but yeah, the like and ideally the game passes would not be bound to the customization. Like I don't want to monetize the core of the game. That's what happened with Superhero Life 3. And while the monetization rate for Superhero Life 3 was pretty high, it ended up earning less money because it made it less fun. And so like finding that balance is tough. Oh yeah, yeah. No, I'm a head developer at Blocks Fruits. That's what I'm doing. That's why I was so busy in December because we were working on that big update. Yeah, I do a mix of I. If you look at Blocks Fruits, the new shop UI they added was me. Anytime you do anything with the toy codes, that's me. Um, I do a lot of workflow backend stuff too. They're a really nice team. I haven't played the game too much, admittedly. I'm more of a developer than a game player. But you know, if you're just looking for a good team, I really like the people I work with. You know, so if you want to support cool people, that's not a bad game to do. Um, but yeah, so yeah. Also, they keep giving me a raise, so like that's great. You know how rare it is to get raises in the game industry these days? Oh my goodness. The okay, so let's see what's happening. So split channel RGB. Oh, look at that. I made it go half as it's now twice as fast. All right, cool. I will then swap out the so because it's twice as fast, I now know I can swap that out, which is cool. Yeah, the I might also just do that for the mono one too. So yeah, I am paid a good amount, but you know, at the end of the day, with a game like Blocks Fruits, um, there's such a massive audience that, frankly, they're definitely a team like this. This is a problem I see with a lot of studios because they don't have great margins for their monetization. They're always having to make shortcuts. They have to make they have to really rush updates. And I think that Blocks Fruits really shows how like we can stop for a year and make something really fun. Uh, and yeah, like I don't know, it's a tough call. At the end of the day, it's a free to play game, so monetization has to come from somewhere. Uh, I completely understand people who don't play free to play because of that, but I do think that a lot of these games, even the ones with pretty effective monetization, like most people who play it are free players. And I think that, they wouldn't be playing if they weren't having fun. And so, yeah, like I've kind of lessened over the years. I don't know if I'll ever add like loot boxes to my own games, but I've kind of lessened on the idea like people are enjoying this. Like people don't have to play it. No one's forcing them to. And so long as the game is fun enough for people to play and the monetization doesn't wreck that, like I've seen with Superhero Life 3, the monetization, um, the monetization killed that game. And so like, you know, whatever you can say about monetization in other games, Superhero Life 3, I did not try hard to monetize it, and yet the few ways that I did was enough to wreck things. So you really got to balance it. It's a very complicated balancing act. Oh yeah, there are very few, to my understanding, like actual full blocks for that kind of stuff. And yeah, so like I'm really excited to do more stuff with them. They're such a cool team. Um, And yeah, the hey there, Gab. Thank you for stopping by. So Vile, I am currently working on making the what's it called? On doing texture editing in a faster way, essentially. Um, yeah. So that's what I'm doing with. I'm switching between like benchmarks and actual code. Um, but yeah, so that's kind of that's kind of what I've been doing. Yeah, just trying to make it as fast as possible so that I can get the actual like you know make this stuff run quickly because there's a lot of character editing a lot of texture editing that needs to happen in game, and yeah, that's tough. Um, this is a really cool image. I need to talk to Sarah about getting more of these. I can afford it now. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Let's see what'd you miss. I mean, we're just kind of we're jumping between the benchmarking logic and the yeah. So right now, as you can see here, shift channel RGB is what is pretty slow, and so I'm going to change that. Oh yeah, no, I am making Superhero Life 4. Yeah, the yes, that is true. Um, but yeah, this part's actually open source. So if anyone here is a programmer and wants to do editable image post processing, yeah, check my GitHub at Nightcycle, editable image util, and I promise you'll be able to benefit from this as well. Yeah, I'm not too protective of my code for the most part because I've benefited from so many other people's code. Like unless there's like a security reason or like it's literally the entire game. I try to open source a lot of my workflow. I've published far too many packages, honestly, and not all of them are as good as I would have liked, unfortunately. But yeah, I do remember Gaming Zone. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Wolf. Hope both y'all are doing have a better year this time around. Oh yeah, no worries, Joy. So as a head developer at Blocks Fruits, I do. I kind of move all over the place. I do both the front end and back end. Like I'm in charge of. If you see the shop in the new update, I coded that with the help of Egotism, who designed it. If you ever see this sort of pop up screen for when you're selecting your dragon, I coded and designed that. If you ever redeem a code from a toy, I'm the one who I set up the backend infrastructure to sort of redeem that code. Yeah, and I just do a bunch of. I also did all the logic and coding for writing a dragon and the kitsune transformation. So whenever you ride another person's transformed character, that's also me. Yeah, but that's the thing. Like I literally just jump all over the place. There are a dozen other things I could mention, but yeah, no, thank you. Like I worked. That's the cool thing about Blocks Fruits is that they they are a team who will give you as much time as you want to make something really cool, and that's perfect for me. Like y'all knew that like when you saw how long it took me to make Superhero Life 4, and then you saw Blocks Fruits taking a year to release an update. It's like these two are a match made in heaven. Like, but yeah, so which is funny though because I'm usually the guy who's talking about burn down charts in the meetings. So it's funny how we all, I guess, grow as we need. But I think that'll help me here too in actually releasing Superhero Life 4. Yeah, sorry, I'm not giving out anything free. It's not. While I do work for them, it's not my game. All I can do is say that the team's really nice, and I really enjoy working there. Let's see. Yeah, the I will say I have learned from working with the code, but the code is so old that for the most part, like it's just more like good ideas for like where to host certain services, different gaming patterns, which I get to see implemented, um, like different like coding patterns. For the most part, the I am usually more bringing my own code into it. Like sort of like, hey, I have this open source package, rather than like, thinking like, huh, that's a really cool thing that I want to make outside of it. Like, I'd say that there are so many programmers who've worked with the backend over the years. Um, yeah, it's definitely, it can be hard to get like a feel for things at first, but like, it's just such a cool project. Yeah, honestly, y'all should be jealous. It's a really cool project. Tomorrow we have our first meeting of the new year, kind of, first real meeting, and I'm excited. I have a lot of ideas, and I'll get to work on that over the next few months. Oh yeah, you can make. You're welcome to make suggestions, Joy. Um, I probably do. I don't know for sure. I don't play it that often. I don't know because the thing is, whenever I enter it for like testing purposes, everyone rushes me, and that stresses me out. I'm actually a very like I like smaller conversations. Getting swarmed by a bunch of people online, that's stressful. So I don't usually go in it. Ah, so your brother made Roblox. That's cool. Congrats to them. I've heard it's a multi-billion-dollar company now. Let's see. So I'm gonna do a two mono two, just to see how that goes. Okay, so now okay, let's move the stream back to focus on the code. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I do hope to make Max at some point in Superhero Life 4. Though honestly, right now, just getting the character editor to work really well is my main priority. I'm going all out on that. I've rewritten it so many times. Um, yeah, it's still recognizable as y'all will see in a bit, but it's definitely been through some iterations. Um, mm, all right, yeah, let's see. With the Discord, I think you have to authorize your Roblox account. Yeah, I mean, like, I considering the fact that I'm just talking about code while passively like optimizing a backend system, I am shocked that we have 12 people. I'm just, I'm just so charismatic. It makes sense. Um, okay, so let's try this again. Okay, so two mono, two. Okay, so we're going to take the. Okay, so we're going to do it this way. So two mono. All right, yeah. So we're gonna try to make it faster by literally. Yeah. So if channel, I can probably get, and so if channel equals R, then I just realized I can make the previous one faster too. It's going to make the code a little bit uglier. But if I do the if check up here, I can actually avoid doing it literally like a billion times. Huh. That's cool. Okay, so that's... And a billion's an exaggeration. It's actually a million, which is a couple magnitudes off. Let's see. But yeah, I think beyond that, it's about as efficient as I can make that with my limited smooth brain. But yeah, so... Okay, so now 2 mono... trying to remember, with the original 2 mono, does it work for... No, it's literally, it only considers the alpha if the channel is the alpha one. Okay, so if it is R, then Ri. Okay, so actually I can read this out here and then just apply it 3 times. All right, cool. So that should work all right. Okay, what have y'all been talking about while I've been looking at this? Let's see. Would you have composers to make music for the game? I mean, I hired a local musician to make music for it before. I'm not sure. I kind of want to try my hand at music myself at some point, but I don't know if that'll be for this or not. We'll see. I can definitely afford to pay them now, so I can hire people pretty easily. The question is, like, do I want to do it myself for the most part, or is this a game where having it be done in a custom manner is actually that helpful? You know. Also, I just realized you don't gotta reapply it here. Okay, yeah, so I think... Okay, so I've gotten that looking good. I think we're gonna get some real speed benefits from this, if I had to guess, which is pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty good. Okay, and then else that'll be alpha. So that's gonna be the slow one, which is unfortunate, but you know. Oh, sorry you had to learn this way, heroes. The let's see. Bass. Okay, so now we're gonna have to make an AI. Okay, now RGB. Okay, so I think this should work. We'll see. Okay, so we're gonna run the test, and if this works, you know, let's see. We're gathering the benchmark data. Gen Beta is so screwed. They're in so much trouble. Oh my. I'm lucky that I'm single and probably won't have kids, because this is a hard world to bring kids into. Yeah, the things are looking rough. Things are looking rough. Yeah, the let's see. Come on. Come on. All right, let's see. So 2 mono. There it is. 1/3. I sped it up 60%. Hey. Okay, so that's good. That's good. So I can remove that. That's good. Okay, so what else? So resize. I probably can't make that any faster. Split RGBA. Probably not. I mean, I think I've gotten all the obvious victories out of the way, right? Like everything else has got to be, you know? I think, yeah, I don't see any clear ways that I could improve it beyond this. I guess because we now know that, like, I'm going to add a few helper functions. For each RGB image, editable image. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have that just as a buffer. I don't understand what that means, Kablongles. Gen Delta. I don't know if we'll get to Gen Delta. That's it's pretty ambitious. We'll see. Hopefully we do. That'd be quite nice if we got there. I'd love it if we made it. It's a good song. Not necessarily a good person, but a good song. Yeah, it's hell to be a 1975 fan. It's hell. Let's see okay, so we're just gonna do X number, Y number, G number. Okay, so for each pixel XY. So let's just start with that. Call back. Okay, so row width. Okay, then we got to copy this up. So because all this stuff happens 1,000 times, literally just getting this as optimized as possible will be very handy. You know? All right, so I think that's looking pretty good. Wait, am I doing this right? Base, paste. Okay, yeah, so I think I'm gonna pass in base as well. Let's just call this I. Okay, so SYI. For each pixel RGB. What does the fox say? Do, 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 do. For each pixel. Okay, let's do RGB first. Because that one will be the easiest to do correctly. Okay, so we can actually build these off of each other. Sorry, I need to change back to the code screen. That was a, I think, what does the fox say? It has aged decently in terms of memes. It's like it was obviously kind of ironic and cringe at the time, but you know, I think that we have to learn to embrace the cringe. Buffer. Why is it yelling at me? I hate it when he yells at me. See that red line? It's yelling at me. It's being mean. Ugh. Gosh. Okay. Oh, it's because I put this in the wrong place. Yeah. So much of my life is just the code editor bullying me. Let's see. How many people stuck around to see me just do some random coding? 11. Y'all are legends. Thank you. I've been feeling a bit you know, I've been missing getting to interact with y'all and just watching me do some boring coding. You know, I appreciate it. That makes me feel welcome here. Which makes sense. It'd be awkward if I wasn't welcome in my own community. Like, what am I, Notch? Okay, so I X. Okay, so how about, so for each pixel XY, for each pixel I index. So let's just make a modified version of this where instead, where we do do y'all remember a show called Kyle XY? It almost feels like a fever dream. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, congrats, Wolf Gamer. Safe driving. Okay, I think I might just have to modify this entirely. Okay, so callback. So for each pixel index. So then what we're going to do is do I plus X X times 4. Yeah, that was it. Okay, so I plus X times 4. Okay. For each pixel pixel start index. Okay, so now we're going to try this again. So for each pixel start index, so I. Okay. So for each pixel, and I guess we could have it do I've been doing this notation to remind myself that it's a integer, U8. That stands for unsigned 8, meaning 8 bytes, which means 0 to 255. I am not Racer Chaser, unfortunately. I wish. I wish I was that legendary. Okay, so how about, okay, so number. All right, so now we have this. So I plus 0, I plus 1, I plus 2, return callback, RGB, Okay, I think that's working pretty well. Let's just do an RGBA variant as well. GBA. This will serve as a good. This will serve as a good testing case for other functions. Hey, you know, it happens. Okay. I've been feeling old for like, I don't know what it is, but ever since I turned 25, I've just been feeling old. And I know that must be hilarious to anyone who's older than 30. But like, that's when it switched to me. That's when people started assuming I was in my 40s. I don't know what happened. Which I think everyone can agree is like middle-aged. And it went from like, oh, this person's in college to like, this person is clearly in their 40s. Or maybe it's just because people don't treat like a 23-year-old that different from a 30-year-old. And so when I was 23 looking 30, nobody really cared, you know? Yeah, but yeah. Okay, so I think this is going pretty well. Okay. I need to fix that. Okay, so for each pixel RGBA. So for each pixel RGBA, what else? Watch out! He's got a nose! Yeah, don't you just hate it when your brother steals your nose and won't give it back? Like, what the heck? You know? Like, what the heck? Let's see. Pixel channel. Let's do a channel variant. VU8 return. Okay, this could work all right. Put the nose down. I haven't played Marvel Rivals, but it looks pretty good. I think it definitely scratches the itch for a solid fighting game. Yeah, I've seen people talk about how the art's really nice, and I agree, especially compared to that like Crystal Dynamics Avengers game. It's not even a comparison. Like the Crystal Dynamics characters look like what you'd make in like a GTA 5 character creator. It's very unfortunate. I'm guessing it's because they were still dealing with like that we have to make it look grounded or something kind of vibe, but it really didn't work out. I really am glad we're solidly out of like the grounded superhero character thing. Thank you, James Gunn, for helping make that possible. Hey, I mean, maybe you just got held back a lot, Wolf Gamer. It happens, you know. School's hard. Let's see. So, oh yeah, no, it's insane. Yeah, Wolf, do you know what my lowest grade ever was? I got a D in computer science in high school. I did not do well, which is hilarious. Yeah. I will say something that's kind of funny. The previous person I dated, you know, very smart woman. She got a C in gym, and that's like the most girl thing ever. Like, I just like, wow, yeah, of course. It's like you don't want to work that hard in gym. You get sweaty. You. Let's see okay, so we have this. So for each pixel start index. So let's do a, so now for the callback, we have to local v equals callback I plus equals 0. Or I guess we don't have to do a plus equals 0 there, but let's count it out so remember that that's what it's supposed to be. Okay, so callback read buff. So let's do I. Well, hopefully you enjoyed 9th grade. I will say 9th grade was a lot better than 8th grade. You know, middle school is just awful. High school, though, things start, stabilizing enough that you might be able to have a good time. And then and then college, almost everyone has a decent time in college. So you just got to keep on making it through. It only gets better, man. Now, whether being an adult is better than college, that is complicated. Because on the one hand, I love my day-to-day activities a lot more. On the other hand, I have never been so socially isolated. That's just how it goes, I guess. Okay, am I doing this right? I haven't really been thinking, but I don't know if that is a problem. I think I've just been doing it right. Yeah, okay, so two, three. All right, perfect. Okay, so for each pixel channel. Okay, so let's actually go back to an old version of the code that I published, which is I did an HSV thing where and I want to bring that back. HSV is so useful, I swear. So let's see, so V 1.0 maybe? Oh no, that was last week. Uh-oh. I might have to, where did I put this? Let me check the superhero life repository. Sorry, one moment, y'all. Okay, I'm currently looking at trying to find where I put. Oh, shout out to Mongskov for starring my repository. Thank you. I really need to advertise my repos more because I think there are some really good ones, but I just gotta document them. I'm really not good at documenting. Let's see so shared. Okay, let's try this. Here we are. Okay, yeah. So here's the function that we need. All right, so I've made this here. Also, I'm just going to remove this because it looks like a mess. Okay, so we have 2 RGB and 2 HSV. Now, trying to remember, are these the values? Well, H is 360, 0 to 360. So are these floats? These are floats. Okay. Just trying to remember. Which makes sense. I mean, it's not. Oh wow, that's going to take a while. Okay. This is why a good editor is really helpful. And like people will say VS Code ain't a great editor, and they might be right. I don't have enough experience beyond it otherwise. I can tell you that for certain languages like Python, there are definitely better editors. I've also heard that writing C#, you should use Visual Studio instead of Visual Studio Code. But I haven't experienced that personally. I will say that the idea of like a professional Roblox specific coding environment would be quite nice. and not studio. I mean like an open source one. Like, sorry, I meant a good one. Sorry. I I have a lot of friends who helped make Roblox Studio, and the horror stories I hear, because they will have really good ideas, and then it just won't work. They'll get blocked by some, corporate inflexibility or like some of the technical debt. It's really hard to maintain a project that old. I do not envy them, and I am much happier in my current situation for sure. Okay, so I think I've gotten all of that lined up. So now I can implement. Oh, hey there, Ryan, Rifurian. This is a friend and very talented person has entered the chat. So everyone say hello to them. Okay, so I'm gonna also make a new type called channel HSV. I should probably make it RGBA. That's frustrating. Okay. So we'll just go through and we'll change every channel reference to channel RGBA. Okay, we'll see how much that breaks things. Probably gonna break. It's gonna break a lot of stuff. Okay. We'll see. Well, thank you for stopping by, Hero. Great hearing from you as always. Oh, so HSV is a very fancy color system. Well, not too fancy, but basically it's a hue, saturation, and value. And value in this case meaning how bright or dark something is. So if you wanted to shift the colors of the image, you could do that with an HSVA. An HSV. Whenever I add an A to the end, that's also including transparency. So yeah, there's a lot of good things to do with HSVA. It's a little bit slower. And so I'm trying to think, is there like a faster way to do these things? Because like look at this stuff here. Honestly, I might just put this directly under the for each pixel HSVA. Okay. So let's just move. Okay, so let's pixel HSVA, because we're gonna have to do some crazy stuff with this. Because literally any amount of processing we can offload into buffers, the better, without a doubt. So 2 HSVA. Oh yeah, no, the outfit editor, that'll be very. Oh yeah, no. In fairness, like coloring with code stuff is very much a niche thing. Most people don't have to do it, but there's a lot of benefits to be had if you can do it. It's just Okay, so first let's move this out to here actually. And then we'll have the callback right back to them. So now HSV equals 2 HSV, all of that. And then, so then we can put these in here. Okay, so let's have the callback for this one be HF, SF, VF, and then we're going to keep the A as a U, U8, because we don't have to modify it. It's just faster, Peak adult life. Yeah, yeah, honestly, yeah, that's actually something. Just being able to so much autonomy. It's hard to imagine going back to being a kid one day. Like you just get so used to all the stuff as an adult that you used to just be unable to do growing up. Okay, so now I think that's working. RF math.round RF times 255 GBA. I'm going to add the U8s at the end of this just to not let myself forget. Okay. So now, actually, let me do that up here as well, just to be consistent. Let's see. Will catalog be accessible with this customization? A lot of catalog items will be added. However, I am not going to be trying to do a full catalog thing because a lot of stuff requires post-processing, especially for editable texture stuff. I have to run every item through a custom workflow to get editable textures to work on them. Yeah, and also all of the clothing items I have in the game, all the textured ones. Actually, any item that says not made by Roblox, that's someone who I've reached out to and confirmed they're okay with me using it, so long as their stuff is sold in game alongside it. So that actually might be a way that we monetize. Just have through the purchases people make in game of the underlying items. But yeah, okay. So RGBF. Is Superhero Life going to have the biggest map of the series? Right now, no. It could over time for sure. I do want to expand the map a lot, but that will take some effort. I know that one Mr. Chicken Rocket optimization library is getting open source soon if it hasn't already. So I want to look into that and see if I can implement that. Yeah, that could be very handy. Let's see. So write UA. So this looks right. Okay. Oh, but wait, no, I have HS. Why is it yelling at me? Why is it? Oh, it's because I need to do local function. Yeah, that's on me. Okay. I wish I was smarter. There's got to be a smarter way to do this, but I genuinely cannot see it. With the limited math operations I can do at a buffer level. Yeah, one day. So for each pixel, HSVA, and then we'll also just have a variant for, I guess, HSV. Let's see. Let me see how much this messes up stuff. If I put this here, and then I put these two here, I feel like that could be pretty useful. So, Superhero Life 4 will be testable possibly this month, just of character editor testing. It will not be playable for until I don't know. I don't really have a specific release date, or just I want to have the powers built out. I want to have the customization built out. I want to have the map built out. And once all those three things are done, then maybe we can start thinking about a release. But I'm really not in a rush. I just want to get something that y'all can play pretty quickly, and then just focus on a public release, later. Because for the most part, I'm not in a rush really. At this point, the worst out. At this point, the game has taken too long to make. It has taken too long, without a doubt. And so the question is, will it be good? Will it have been worth the wait? And I think at this point, it's easier to just delay a few more months than possibly rush something out that isn't worth the wait, you know? Like, I think there was a timeline where the Cyberpunk 2077 took another few months and then had a much more positive reputation. But that was not the time we lived in. But it's one I might live in. So I might be able to do all of that. Okay, so now, with all of this, why is it yelling at me? What did I do wrong? Oh, it's because I have an extra comma there. Oh, it's yelling at me still. What's going on? Where's the error? Oh, it's because I never used this one. Okay, it's good to know. Okay, I think that is, let's see how, okay, so source, okay. Let's see, so yeah, so it's source serve. There it is. I might have to okay, yeah, so that allows me to see what bugs specifically there are. Yeah, I really don't know what the deal with slow mode is. I'm sorry about that, y'all. For each pixel, okay, so for each pixel, x, y, I, I'm just going to do this just in case I ever need it. I probably won't, but you know, not a bad thing to try. Okay, so base is y. Okay, nice. Okay. All right, so now I can hopefully do some more of this. So we can have we can add these new modifications. Yeah, I think this should work out pretty well. Actually, let's go back, and for the all of the buffer stuff should run through these, you know, like for each pixel. Let's actually move these up to the top of the code, just so that we have the for each pixel channel. Oh, but that'd be cool to have one of these for HSVA. Okay. But can you even do that with HSVA? Because you have to, like, I don't know if how much faster that would be. But okay. For each pixel, it's SVA. For each pixel channel. What are some buildings that we will see on the Superhero Life format? So right now, most of the buildings are Superhero Life 2 ones, because it did start out as a remake of Superhero Life 2. However, in terms of actual, in terms of beyond that, I do want to extend the map more, but I don't know exactly what to make of that. One thing though, I am heading back to the city. I'm in a more suburban part of Denver right now, but about 6 months from now, I'll be living in downtown Chicago. You know, it's a bit of a homecoming in a sense. I've been traveling for a lot. And my sister lives in Chicago, and my other sister probably will move there for her master's degree. It'll just be good to have the family in one place again. You know, I've just been traveling all over the place. It's been years since I really had a solid home. So I think that'll be nice. Okay, so for each. Okay, so let's try this here. I really don't think there are any speed benefits to doing this, unfortunately. Which means I can go back and remove this. Ah, beautiful. Yeah, one day maybe there will be speed benefits, but not today. Okay. Yay! That's nice. Okay, so now, yeah, the Ferris wheel, that's a new thing. Let's see. I'm pretty happy with the way that the new town hall looks, but you know that's pretty good. But yeah, let's see. I think, let's see, what else do we have? All right, so let's go through the new APIs. Actually, no, first let's swap out the old APIs with okay, so shift channel RGBA. So shift channel RGBA. Okay, so I think that this is actually a place where we can util, so for each pixel, RGB return. So if the offset is 1, then we do that. Nice. If it is 2, then we move this here. Nice. I think, yeah, that should have covered it. Okay. Welcome back, Wolf Gamer. Oh, so apartments are going to be back. I'm still trying to figure out how I want to do the secret layers, because I've come to find that having them in the apartment really restricts you on space. But also I don't want to lose it, because having like a window you could look out of. I really hate it when games like have your secret base be just a completely different area with no windows you can look out of. Like windows are the coolest part, you know? Yeah, so we'll have to see how that goes. It would be nice if there was a way to easily do client-only players, but that's a headache. That's a headache to orchestrate. Let's see. Nice. Okay, so buff for each pixel. I think this is working all right. So now we just need to do the, I'm just going to look through every time that it says read pixels, because that usually means that I am doing something funky. Funky. Clap, 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 clap your hands. Man, this rocked my church growing up. They were not ready. All right. I'm going to change this to for each in pixel channel, just to make my life easier. In pixel channel. Okay, so what was I doing? All right, so I was doing, was it the mono? There it is. Okay, so for each in pixel channel, man, this might actually be very easy. Okay, so 2 mono. Actually, wait, no. I can't do for each in pixel channel here because I got to write to the other ones. For each in RGB. I will say Copilot has made my life easier. Dang, look at that. Look, it just decided to ignore these other parameters. That's very cool. Copilot's really just a really good autocomplete as far as I can tell. I wouldn't necessarily recommend it for anything beyond that, but you know, it's still that. That's not nothing. You know, that's an improvement. Okay. Dang it, what'd I do? Stupid hotkeys. Yeah, well, secret base, like a public secret base would be really cool. I think I did that back in Superhero Life 1, which was which I think worked out really well. Okay, so this is looking pretty good. All right, perfect. Okay, so that should be faster in theory. What else? Am I doing that anywhere else? Not really. Oh, wait. I think I am here. Yep, inverting the channel. Okay, yeah, so then I can do that. Let's see. For each pixel HSV, this actually might be one where I can do that single channel one. So we finally did it, y'all. We finally did it. Yeah, so I think it's just 255. All right, that's easy. I should have done this earlier. This is what I get for not benchmarking towards the end, until I get to the end. Okay. No worries. I welcome Gaming Zone. Let's see. Hope you have a solid 2025. Heard 24 had some rough moments. Yeah, the Superhero Life 3's base was public, but it wasn't. I guess like it was publicly accessible, but it wasn't secret. Does that make sense? Like, I want a publicly accessible secret base, you know, one where people can kind of hang out together. But maybe the trick will instead be to just have people's bases, give them more like permission to make them public or not public. I don't know. We'll have to see. I want to do a lot of cool stuff with the bases for sure, because I feel like I've grown a lot since making Superhero Life 2 in terms of customization. Like night ships, for instance. That was almost 5 years ago. In fact, that was more than 5 years ago, I think. Yeah, it's 2025 now, so it might have been 5. No, I started in 2019, but first testing began in mid-2020, if I remember correctly. So yeah, we are in peak half a decade since night ships. Wow, time flies. Okay, but I think this is all pretty good. What am I doing here? Okay, that's fine. Well, yeah. Okay, so all this stuff is looking good. Now let's update the API check. Let's see. For each pixel in channel. Okay. For each in channel. For each pixel HSV. Okay. Okay, so HFSF. Why is it angry with me? What did I do wrong? Oh, I did a bad job with the types. I need to make it return one fewer. Okay, so callback. Yeah, I just messed up there. Okay, that's on me. Yeah, well, no, Syndicorp. I really want to build out the lore more with Superhero Life 4. I've been wanting to do this for years. It's just taken so long, you know. HSVA. What would happen if I named this something different? Would it warn me? No. Oh well. Okay. For HSVA. For each pixel RGB. RU8. U8. Yeah, no, Syndicorp, it's ever since Ryan, I don't know if he's still here, ever since he made the Syndicorp headquarters for Superhero Life 3.5, I have been sold as brutalist architecture for Syndicorp. It should always be brutalist. It should never not be. Yeah, and that's why we have the Indiana pyramids for the for it in Superhero Life 4. Because that's like some brutalist architecture if I ever saw it. Well, okay, maybe it's not exactly brutalist, but it has a lot of concrete. Yeah, if you want to see an evil-looking building, look up the Indiana pyramids. My dad actually worked in them. I don't think he was doing evil inside of them, but you know, the buildings are quite evil, so it's hard to tell. You know, you think you know a person. Okay, so buff. Okay. For each pix, start I. Okay. Sorry that this is taking so long, y'all. For each pixel, XY. Yeah, but I promise it'll pay off with a faster character editor, which is going to be very important. Okay. Oh, it's because I put a period here instead of a comma. Okay, let's see. What else is there? Is that all the for each ones? I think. All right, so then let's see. Well, let's also do an HSV. We'll do an HSV modification one. So util HSV add HSV HF SF VF and let's see, for each pixel. Okay, so we'll just have to do it, we're going to have to modify it by 1. Or I guess modulus it? Modify sounds so much nicer though, even though it's not active, even though it's not accurate. Okay. All right, let's try this. Okay, so now we're at a point where, so add HSV, util add HSV. Nice. Okay. Add HSV U8. I guess I could just do it this way. Just, yeah. H360. Nah, this isn't necessary. It just adds unnecessary complexity. Okay, so add HSV. So parameter. Okay, let's go back to the parameter generator here. HF. Okay, so maybe, so HUF might actually allow me to, okay, so HUF. All right, so now I can value F, saturation F, HUF. All right, let's see how this goes in terms of benchmarking. Let's first delete that. Okay. So that's looking pretty good. Yeah, co-creation is something I definitely want to have for the bases. I don't know about co-character editing, but I do want people to be able to share the characters they've made. I think that'd be pretty nice, you know? Okay, gathering benchmark data. Okay, so let me move the yeah, actually that is one thing in terms of the powers I would love to have. Well, I mean, chat's not just quite chat's empty. I've been coding RGB logic for an hour. You know, that I once I get back around to doing something interesting, you know, I'm sure we'll see some degree of improvement, but that's on me, you know. But once these benchmarks are done, I might be able to determine the best way to modify stuff. Okay, so API. Let me see if I can. Okay, so we're almost through. It just takes forever. Doesn't matter if I have a supercomputer. Okay, so let's see. So QF. How does HSV work again? Okay, so V is usually the. So V is just multiplied across everything, which makes sense, I think. What? Dang. I guess that makes sense. Let me remove the ones that don't actually change anything. You know, because those are causing problems. Okay. So removing that. Add HSV. Okay, so now what am I doing? Okay, I need to resync it. Okay. Yeah, I know that's crazy, time travel seal. Yeah, you know, Pete, you think people are in it for the love of the code, but nah, They just want to see the game. What the heck? This is to make up for the fact that the last what 4 months of streams have mostly been me showing off gameplay and never any code. But yeah, like, what can I say? The code's interesting. I like these are the kind of problems I like because you can test. They're kind of like Sudoku, honestly. Like they're just little puzzles that you have to solve, and then you can test to see if you've solved them well. And that's what I'm doing right now. Benchmark data takes forever. I mean, that's partially my fault, but still, like, once it's done though, I think we'll have a pretty solid thing going. Okay, let's see. It'll just be good to know what these benchmarks are, you know? Let's see, how do I write a table in Markdown? Okay, so let's see how, okay, so add HSVA is of course the slowest. Understandable. That's rough. Yeah, for each pix HSV, for each pix HSV. Yeah, like this is why I wasn't using the HSVA ones, because they're just so slow. Yeah, this basically means I can't use them. That's sad. Let's see. I wish that I could get like, let's see. How fast do you think? I know I promised that I wouldn't spend too much longer on this, but I have an idea, and it will y'all will appreciate it when when it leads to cooler in-game mechanics. I swear, it'll be worth it. Okay, where'd this go? Okay, so it's always worth it. Thank you, Betsumi. You're cheering me on. When everyone else gave up on me, I knew I could rely on Betsumi. Probably not saying that right. Let's see. So how about let's get function util get range. Okay, so channel okay, so now we're gonna return that. For each pixel. Okay, I'm going to change the I'm going to change the way that these are labeled a bit, because I want to make a read-only variant, which should be faster. So write for each pixel RGBA. Right, for each pixel HSVA. Right. All right. Thank goodness my typing speed is very high. Otherwise, it would take forever to do anything with such verbose names. For each pixel, start index. Okay, right, for each pixel RGB. Okay, so that looks right. Read for each pixel. Okay. That should be good. Read for each pixel. Wait, did I do this twice? Dang, I did it twice. Okay, so let me, okay, so read, write. Yeah, performance is an underappreciated aspect of game development, I feel. Well, at least on Roblox. I think, I don't know if the average game developer outside of Roblox, like average, I guess, professional game developer, not just your regular indie person, would forego it like the average Roblox dev. But it's very important, for sure. Let's, considering, let's just do it like this. That way we don't have to do any variable assignments, which should be a little bit faster. Just a little bit. GI. Oh wait, no, I don't want to do that here because it's a write one, but for the read ones, you do want to just put it directly there. It makes a little bit less work, but honestly, the compiler should get rid of that anyway, but you know, doesn't hurt to be too safe. So what else? Okay, so we have, so for write for each channel RGB, read for each channel RGB. Chat's getting annoying, can't type? Yeah. Let's see, so write for each pixel RGB to HSV. Okay, so we have the read versions for these, so I just need to make a write version. Sorry, I just need to make a read version for these ones. We'll see how that goes. Actually, I'm not going to do rounding because it'll just round it itself. It already has checks for that, so I'm just going to not do that. Save myself a little bit of suffering. Get a little bit of speed back. Let's see. So write each pixel. That is the way to do this. Anyone who is watching this with their full focus will surely go insane very quickly, or exit. That's also understandable. Like, so the let's see. Read for each pixel. Write for each pixel. Okay, so read for each pixel HSV. Okay, so I need to modify that. Okay, and the callback won't return anything. Let me make sure that I did that correctly earlier. I always forget to update the types. Okay. I need to find a way to lint for an unused return variable. If anyone knows how to do that, I know it's a very specific technical question, so not really expecting anything, but if anyone knows how to make it lint for unused return variables, that'd be very helpful. Maybe. Let's see. Let me refresh the page. It says 6 on my end, but maybe it's 2. Like, I think there aren't too many people talking right now, which probably helps with reducing it. Yeah, yeah, I haven't seen it dip to 2 yet. When it dips to 2, I'm probably heading out because then it's just a one-on-one conversation with some random person on the internet, which is not the ideal situation to be in. Yeah. Yeah, this is also why I don't accept DMs from community people. No matter how many y'all send, it's not gonna happen. Nope, not doing that. I'll enjoy your company and stream, but we are not gonna be best friends on Discord. Let's see. Okay, so that's looking pretty good. Okay, so I just need to make a read version of this. And then hopefully we have that set. Okay, so for each pixel start index. Okay, so okay, so read, that one's looking good. Okay, so G I plus 1, G I plus 2, so I plus 3. All right, that should be good. Now I just need to fix all the mistakes I made. You would actually help me? That's very thoughtful, Wolfgamer. What are we helping me with? Ah, gotcha. Okay, that makes sense, Bitsumi. Oh, you don't coding? Okay. Well, admittedly, at this point, it's not so much. That's the thing about collaborative projects in code. You really do need this person to be like a pretty far along in their own coding journey for them to be too helpful. So, you know, maybe once you're a bit farther along, you know, maybe once you're out of college, we can talk about that, Wolfgamer. But to be honest, like literally in terms of like Roblox programmers who I would say I'm like at a level which speeds me up, it's maybe about 100 or so. Like there's not a bunch. Like I am pretty close to the top, I'd say. That's not because I'm just some genius. It's because I have a very high head start, you know? Okay. Right. Okay, so right for each, right for each, right for each, right for each, right for each. Okay, so now let's do the read variants. Woo! Okay, so the first one was in channel, so then, okay, so read, 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 read. You all see Shark Boy and Lava Girl, or is that too old a movie? It's a fun movie. That guy, that Rodriguez, is that his name? Robert Rodriguez? He makes fun movies. That's kind of what I want to become game developer wise. Just make fun stuff. Like stuff that's just, you can tell they had a fun time making it. Okay. Okay, so yeah, 2005. It's been a while. Okay. Okay, so min should be equal to 255. Max should be equal to 0. And then stretch. Okay, so now, so if V8, VU8 is over min, no, is over max. I wonder how much faster it'll be if I, so then max is equal to VU8. Min is equal 8. Min is over max, then max equals min. Sorry, no, min equals max. That just means it was never written to. In that case, if max equals 0, then we'll just have it loop back around it. 255. All right, perfect. So now we can get a range for different channels, which is cool. Get range. Okay. So get range dim. So get range parameter RGBA channel. All right, perfect. Okay. So let's try this again. Let's do let's update the what's it called? First, let's update the benchmark. Oh wait, this isn't it. Though this is still cool to look at. These benchmarks are starting to take forever. You know, that's more encouragement for me to do a good job with it. You know. Yeah, while that's running, let's see. Okay. How does it show that I worked with Nightcycle? Well, I probably will add credits at some point just to thank people who contributed to the game as well as just people along the way who made it possible. Like, let's see, right now I'm probably going to have at least 1 to 2 teachers, every family member, and at least 2 X's in the credits of the game because, you know, it wouldn't have been possible without him. Oh, did Gaming Zone got banished? If I remember correctly, he probably did something. You know, he was always towing the line. I do wish him the best though. Like, you know, it's teenagers. And that's tough for everyone. I certainly put my foot in my mouth many times as a teenager. Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely gonna put. There was yes, I do remember the grave idea. I guess was that for stream members? Yeah, I mean maybe yeah. The right now I don't know if there's a graveyard in the game, so I still need to add that. It's it's a process. That's part of the reason that like testing is going to take a while. It's because like I just want to go through and get everything in. You know, like get all the promises in, get all the quality in, like just make a really solid foundation that I can build off of for a few years. But yeah, the gathering benchmark data. Come on, let's do this. All right, Let's see how this looks. Wow. I made something very slow. Wow. My goodness. Okay. Dang. Add HSV, right? Each picks. Huh, that's interesting. So a lot of the HSVA stuff just seems to be the conversion. Read for each pix in channel. Overwrite, get range. Get range is actually pretty quick. Huh. I wonder how much a normalize function would slow stuff down. Yeah. Benchmarking. Yay. Okay, well first I just want to do a multiply. I want to do a multiply HSV one. And then I also want to add a protection for the for it. So multiply HSV. Where did I put that? Add HSV. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to put this with the other HSV functions, just because they should all be in the same place. Okay, so multiply. So add is mod skip mod. Okay, so if skip mod then else this. Okay. Skip mod is a dangerous thing, but I will allow them to do it if they want. Just because there are so many speed benefits to be had. Okay, so add HSV, multiply HSV. Okay, so this one should be pretty easy. Okay. Okay, so now let's go back to the API bench. Multiply skip mod mod mods. Okay. So actually, I had it flipped. And I just spelled true wrong. I'm doing well. Acing it. 25 off to a great start. All right. Oh, thank you for stopping by, Wolf Gamer. What's happened in the last 5 minutes? Basically, well, for one, me not checking the chat. But it's basically been me running the benchmarks and you know, trying to and then modifying the code. Yeah, sorry. And then modifying the code to make that look good. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just trying to get some speed benefits where I can. Skip mod false. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Okay, HSV skip mod. Okay. So skip mod. Oh, I have these flipped again. I keep flipping them. Okay, so I think this will be fine. Oh, no worries. Well, welcome back, Wolf Gamer. Oh, oh yeah. So, oh, sorry, Betsumi. So what happened there? The Graves thing, I think, is just at some point I told the stream, you know, thank you for being here. Let's add you as an Easter egg somewhere. And then I think we as a stream collectively decided upon Graves as what they wanted to be. So if you've ever been in the stream, in theory, you are entitled to a plot of land to be your grave for your OC. But yeah. Yeah, it will be OCs though. I'm not just going to put your username there. Like, Wolf Gamer is not buried here. It'll be whatever character you make. Yeah, so we definitely don't want it to break the world building to, yeah, we're going to use real people. Well, not like, don't put like your real name. I don't want to know that, but like your character's name. Oh yeah, and a person, yeah, someone was banned. Yeah, I think, yeah, I think a guy named, who went by the name Gaming Zone, they were banished. Now, I have theories that Wolf Gamer is Gaming Zone, but I can't prove that. However, Wolf Gamer behaves himself and Gaming Zone doesn't. So, you know, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I don't know how to fix the chat, unfortunately. If someone knows how to do that, I'd love to try it. But yeah, fortunately, I'm kind of stuck there. Let's see. So we have, so for each PX, RGBA, dim, dim, dim. Okay, so multiply HSV skip mod. Okay, so I think I just ran that. Did I run it? I don't think I actually ran it. Never mind. So I need to delete this, resync it, and start that benchmark again. Let's go. Okay. Okay, so let's move it over to Studio. It's gonna take a while. My goodness. Oh well. But yeah, so we're probably, once this is done, I might want to mess around with the contrast values in that one debug thing, because I would love to normalize a channel. That'd be pretty cool. That and subtracting values. You know, like a clamp operation or something. Yeah, what else is there? But yeah, no, I really want this module to be well tested, because so much stuff is going to run off of it. It's such a low level tool. I've also did a memory benchmark, which you can see the results of here. Yeah, I basically tested if there's a memory leak, which is helpful. So far, none, which is good. There is a memory leak somewhere in the game, though. I keep crashing that. Yeah, the gathering benchmark data. All right, we got this. Yeah, one way around that is, now that I've established that. All right, no worries, Wolf Gamer. If you say so, I'll believe you. It's just kind of the fact that you two are friends and you do have like a similar cadence in talking. I don't know how to explain it. But like, you know, at the end of the day, like, I'm not really, yeah, but it's probably just because you both are around the same age or something. But yeah, you know, I not trying to make anyone uncomfortable. Just trying to prepare myself for the inevitable reveal a year or so from now. Yeah, let's see. It's just taking forever. I need to stop running benchmarks. Don't compare me to Stark. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. I wish Ultron, I wish Age of Ultron was better because it had a lot going for it, you know? It's just they couldn't get the tone right, and they couldn't get the pacing right either. Though I will defend, I liked when they stopped for a second in the middle in like the second act, when like just sat in that cabin. I think that was nice. They did a good job there. Yeah, I feel like some people didn't like that scene. I enjoyed it. I like it when the superheroes have a moment to just like reflect and like talk to each other. Okay, so skip mod. Skip mod has a negligible difference. In fact, it's a bit faster. No, it's a bit slower. Wait. Add HSV skip mod. Add HSV mod. Okay, well, it's not. Well, it is. It's pretty negligible. I might just remove it. That's a lot of. Yeah, now I'm going to remove that. Okay, so how's multiply doing? Multiply HSV mod. Why is modulus making it run faster? What the heck is happening there? No, skip mod. Okay, so that's actually working properly now. Okay. No, okay, I was misreading it. Yeah. Yeah, the okay, no, I'm just gonna make it always do that. If people want that to not be the behavior, it's a pretty simple thing to implement on their own, especially with all the support APIs I provide. So, you know. The let's see, so crop, get range, invert channel, isolate channel, apply saturation. Oh, I need to break this up into subchannels. This is becoming a headache. Not submodules. What are we at right now? We're actually only about 600 lines. I guess it's just because every function is, there's a lot of small functions, you know, that kind of build off each other. No comment, time traveling seal. No comment. No comment there. I've been told that I even talk to myself when I'm not alone. Like my sisters tell me, sisters, exes, friends, everyone tells me this, that I'll say something and then I'll whisper it back to myself. I'll say like, hey there, nice to meet you. Like, because I'll speak without thinking and then I'll reflect like, wait, what did I just say? And yeah, some people find it charming. Some people find it unnerving. I have not yet found it. I've seen it in video footage. I never notice it when it's happening, but it apparently does happen. It's like blinking for me. But yeah, so that's an overactive speaking part of the brain for sure. Okay, so clear channel. How is saturation solved for in HSV? I want to make sure I'm doing that right. So saturation. Okay, so to HSV. So saturation is the max. Okay, interesting. Okay, let's also just do a get range RGB. So where's get range at? So let's go back to the code. Yeah, streaming, not speaking. I mean, just wait until I lock into it to a specific problem. I'm surprised. The reason I'm talkative today is because I'm very because it's a problem which I'm pretty comfortable with. My brain can kind of be on autopilot for the most part, which is not always the case. Get range RGB. Okay, so read pixel read for each pixel RGB. So RU8, get range U8. I should probably specify that it is a U8 range. U8, get channel range U8, get RGB range U8. Okay. MV max value min. So okay, max V is over max V is over min. I think this one I might actually have to just do that. Okay, so I don't think I will. Okay, so get RGB range U8. Let me do this as well with RGBA. RGBA range U8. AU8. Yeah, I'm focused. I'm locked in, as the kids say. Let's see. I think this is making sense. Okay. Get RGB range. Okay, so now let's get range, get channel range, get channel range U8, get RGB range, U8, get RGBA range. Okay, that's looking right. Let's see, so get RGB range. I feel like with saturation, I should okay, I'm gonna add a new normalize API. It's gonna be a bit weird, but I think it'll be helpful and not be too slow. That's the big worry, that something will be slow. Okay, so function, just stream and not talk. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, if we want to see how low the stream concurrence can go, because we're at 4 now, so we'll get to see firsthand just how boring I can be. But yeah, you know, for the most part, I don't mind. I kind of view this as sort of like office hours, where like if people need to talk to me about something, there's like a public venue for that. Because I still want to be able to respond to individual issues, but I just don't want anyone in my DMs. And this also takes work off the moderators, to my understanding. So function util normalize channel image editable image channel. Okay, people talking without speaking, are they hearing? Their voices never share. People talk. Oh, that's Sound of Silence. I was like, I know that song. Yeah, that's a good song. Okay, so range equals get channel range. Okay. Shoot. Well, I probably need to set up a different API first. So I need to have a subtract. I need to subtract. Add F. add U8. Okay, so subtract U8. For each pixel RGBA. Okay, so if AU8 equals 0, then return else, so then we can do RGB. I don't need to do all this logic, Copilot. It'll do it for me. Okay. Okay, so for each pixel, so RU8, me, every time I get in a disagreement with someone, are you 8? It's honestly an insult to 8-year-olds, considering how many dumb people I have met in game development. That's the problem with like game developers. Like they're either like the most talented person you ever met, or like someone who just was not smart enough to become a programmer, like an outside programmer. Like there's two paths. Either you're very talented and you are where you should be, or this is literally the only thing which worked out for you. So yeah, subtract F. Okay, so I think math. Okay, so that looks like it should be fine. Subtract F. Okay. Subtract U8. Okay, so now let's just add these to the benchmark. We're not going to run it yet because it's starting to take a real long time. But add subtract F. No, subtract U8. Okay, looks like it could work. Okay, so subtract U8. Now we just need to go down here to where we never used these variables. Okay. Well, All right, well, thank you for stopping by Gaming Zone. Gen Beta is screwed. Problems with the code right now, or is it all still waters? What you mean, Betsumi? Like, am I debugging something? Or are we talking about like coding in general? Like, let's see. Normalize channel, get channel range, UA. So I'm curious. Okay, I'm gonna have to actually do just, okay, so channel range. Okay, so normalize channel. Okay. Oh, like, is everything, no, it's all bad. It's all bad. Not all bad. So it's all good. Sorry. Like, is everything working smoothly? So yeah, I guess like currently I would say that the code is in a pretty good spot. I've set up a unit testing workflow. So now whenever I save my work, it actually unit tests it in the cloud, which is quite nice. It's not very often that you get to do that for Roblox development, but it's very helpful. Yeah, so I've just been kind of working with that. To normalize channel, so util subtract U8. So range U8. I'm just going to add the U8 values here. Okay, so subtract. Okay, so if channel was R, then so first thing I need to do is I need to subtract the minimum value. So subtract R8 0 0 0, and then local range F, range F. So I guess range U8. Okay, so now, yeah, but I can't actually multiply above 1, so it's annoying. Okay, so I need to actually be smart with this. I hate when I have to be smart. Ugh, what the heck? So am I doing this right? Wait a second. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, wait, because it was causing some weird errors. Okay. If RU8 is over 255, or GU8 is over 255, or okay, else we'll do it the boring way. Okay, so do it like that. Then util for if equals 255, then we can do RGBA, but right. Why is the autocorrect not working? It's missing. What happened? Oh, it's because I'm not wrapping it correctly. Okay, maybe that'll fix it. Okay, here we go. All right, perfect. So right, RGBA, local RF, GF, BF. Okay. Then we'll also add AF here. A. All right. So I think. All right. So that should make it a little bit. Hopefully a little bit better, but we'll see. So. So get channel results. Normalized channel. Read channel range, get channel range. What was I doing? Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, no, I can see that, Wolf Gamer. There's a reason I thought y'all two were the same person. Let's see. So if we have this range, okay. Weight F. Okay, so then what we want to do is util dot multiply f okay, multiply f that way. Okay, so think that in theory should be faster. I don't know about this. I feel like it'd almost be faster to just do it at once. Like util for each, right, for each pixel in channel. Yeah, that'll probably be faster. Okay, so in fact, I don't even think I'll have to split it up. Yay. So then util normalize RGB, right, for each channel RGB, get GB range U8, okay, yeah, so R minus, okay, so I think I just gotta do that 3 times. I should be set. Okay, so we're now down to 2 concurrent viewers, which I believe is one of them is me, which means I should probably wrap it up in the next 7 minutes. Because I have gotten far too boring. Okay, I think that's probably good. I appreciate it, Bitsum. Let's see. But yeah, so I think that looks about right. Okay, let me actually split up these benchmarks into a few different ones. Okay, so first I'm going to disconnect the synchronization stuff. So let me just, so I can I'll group it into a few different areas. So we can have the modifications, we can have the post-processing effects, we can have channel stuff, we can have ones that return their own. Oh, Wolfgame has retracted their message. I wonder what that's about. Which I guess this one is technically a modification. So then crop, so now channel ones are here. So now here's the ones that create something. Replace, that one's more like a helper function. So this is the channel stuff again. Let's see. I appreciate it. Thank you, Gaming Zone. No hard feelings. Okay, the tint to mono. These are all more like post-processy kind of things. And then we have the for eaches. Get channel range. Okay. All right, so now I think we have things organized into a few different ones. Split RGBA. Okay, so I'm gonna call for each.bench.luau, And so we're going to copy this over, and then it'll handle only the for eaches. Nice. Why is it yelling at me? Oh, it's because it's broken the source map. Okay. Do we have any coffee left? No. Sad. So we have the for eaches done. So now we can remove that for each pixel. We can just remove that from here. Let's see. I'm actually going to do I'm going to add this to the for eaches as well, just because it's essentially just parsing it. So now I can do constructor.bench.luau. So I'm going to copy this over again. Now I'm going to remove anything that is not. Okay, so split, crop, clone. Okay, so all of these can go away. Okay, so now we're going to go back to this one. And we can remove any of them that are constructors. And basically anything that needs a, actually wait, replace shouldn't be there because it is not a constructor. All of these should end in destroy. I wonder how much of that is actually just destroy taking a long time. Oh well. Okay, so for each pixel, so now go back to this, take out all the constructors, channel.bench. Yeah. So when I'm currently breaking up the benchmarks into smaller benchmarks so that we can do them more frequently. But yeah, the constructor one was for things that would make a memory leak if you didn't clean up them, which for editable images is actually very important because an editable image, if you use up too much memory with it, Roblox would just refuse to let you make new ones. I'm not a fan of that, but I understand why. I'd rather we be able to turn it off, but whatever. You know, I'd rather they give us APIs to help us clean up that, but what? Fine. I'll figure it out. Will there be cooler bandanas? Definitely. So let's remove this and then 2 mono. Okay, so now we can have those channels done. Let's see. hsv.bench.luau for just the HSV stuff, which actually could be a few of them. Add HSV, 2 mono, tint, apply value, overwrite. Okay, yeah. So now we almost have everything done. I'm gonna have this one, call this one modifiers. Modifiers.luau. Oh, I need to do modifiers.bench.luau. Also, I should just make a benchmarks folder, you know? Feels like we're going to have a lot of these. What else is there? Yep, okay. So, but I will need to change this a bit. So, Yeah, some APIs to help out from cleaning up would be very helpful for me, because I can tell you, I'm literally with the Superhero Life 4 build. I literally keep crashing it. I keep crashing it from the from some memory leak from some editable image that I have no idea where it is. It's frustrating. Okay, so modifiers. Okay, so API, channel, bench. Okay, so I never moved over modifiers, so I need to do that. Okay, so modifiers would be this. And then API can now be removed to this. We can just call this one effects. Now I need to rebuild everything. It's going to break my language server, which is then going to make an error pop up, an annoying chime sound. Or not. Hey, that's nice. Okay. So now with that in mind, we can see these different modifiers. We can, get them run a lot more quickly. Yay, nothing broke. Okay, so the normalizing stuff though, that's going to be tough. So we're gonna probably have that under normalize. Okay, so normalize channel. Okay, so let's just put this under here, I guess. Normalize channel. Well, no, it is an effect though. That's a tough one. Normalize RGBA. Yay. Okay, so that's looking, that didn't take nearly as long. Okay, so RGB, normalize RGB. Okay, normalize RGBA. RGBA, normalize channel, RGB. All right. Okay, so now let's go back to the effects section. Have to call a no value, what? Lame. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay. I definitely think the monument should have some kind of Easter egg on it. Don't know what though. It'd be cool if there was like, like maybe have like it'd be like some alien tower or something like a, you know how every superhero movie has like one of those sky beams. I feel like that would be a good solid choice for that. That or maybe the news tower, which is looking pretty cool. Let's see. Gathering benchmark data. Come on. Let me be free. Okay. That's still pretty slow. It's not great. Let's see what it looks like at least. So how about for the constructors? Okay, so let's go back to, so this thing right here? Let's add a normalize one. Okay, so for each constructors, so this is under the debug. All right, so let's quickly jump back over to the code. Okay, so I'm going to add some of these. Is red channel enabled, blue channel enabled. Is red channel normalized? All right, so we're going to make that a false for all of these. Yeah, this is a package, or I guess library, called Iris, which is helpful for making debug menus really quickly. It's not perfect, but I do think it definitely is providing something which was previously unavailable for the most part on Roblox. Let's see. So if red channel normalized, blue channel okay, so now we have those set. All we need to do is make a collapsing header around the channels. Channel normalization is blue channel normalized, is green channel normalized, is red channel normalized. All right, and with that, let me just verify. Yeah, it works. All right, perfect. So now I will drop back over here, and we can see something's not right. Let's see, when is normalization happening? Maybe if I reduce it and then normalize it. Something's going wrong here. It's not, it should be doing something, you know? Something's not happening correctly. Okay, so let's update that to show the range. Range is 0 to 255, 255. Dang. Okay, what if I lower the brightness? Okay, so it's getting the range measurements correctly as far as I can tell. Let's see. I feel like I should make this one contrast instead of saturation. Where is that at? For each pixel, 2 mono, apply contrast. Okay. That looks fine. Let's see. Having a villain base under the monument would be pretty cool. There definitely needs to be hidden villain bases somewhere, you know? Like that's a must-have. Saturation, contrast state, contrast. Where's contrast being set? I feel like I'm just jumping over it. 1 EU. There it is. Okay, so okay, so let's see how that looks. Oh, I'm messing something up. What'd I do? Index got nil with value. 249. Oh, there's an error. I should have looked before. Okay, there we go. We still don't know what's going on with the normalization though. Okay, so I want to rename this one too. Set brightness. Just seems more accurate, especially since we have HSV now. Avoid some confusion because they're not technically the same effect. Only 3 of us left. Well, yeah, I appreciate it, Wolf Gamer. In fairness, I really haven't been doing a good job making it to stream, so I don't really blame anyone for not making it. Okay, so set brightness. So nice. Let's see how this looks over here. Yeah. Okay, so now why is normalization not working? I don't get that part. Okay, so read. Okay, so channel. Also, I'm just going to have a normalize all button. Normalize RGB. Where did I put that? Okay. Oh yeah. So is normalized. Okay. So is normalized, then normalize RGB. And we can just take this and put it here. Okay, so that should look pretty good. Okay, so we have I need to figure out where it's going wrong with the normalization. Okay, so if we have the normalization happening here, okay, and we have the range stuff working. So write for each in pixel channel. Okay, so it's a V8, so divided by weight F. And weight F, okay, so then write for each in pixel channel. Let me try something. It's going to annoy me if that's what's needed. Because it might just be that if it receives a thing. Dang, that is such a long bake duration. is that not working? Okay. Call back. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Wolf Gamer. I'm glad you reported them. Normalized channel. Let me just, because one thing I did change is the mono. Okay, so this actually helps me because I know the monocolor should work, but the fact that it doesn't makes me think that I'm somehow messing this up. So for each offset, RGB. Okay, so read buff RII. So then for pixel start index, so base x times 4, x reps, callback. Okay, so for each pixel, why is it not doing that? Wait a second. So so it is writing it. What the heck is happening? Okay, let me just do it the old-fashioned way for a moment. And just verify that stuff should be working. And we can break down exactly where it's going wrong. Okay, so for each pixel, RGB. Okay, so we have a callback. Okay, so that looks correct. So now we write them RAGB. Okay, so this should So the mono one, the 2 mono one, what channel is it doing for that? So the mono one is happening at, when will jelly beans be added? I don't know. That's a stretch goal. You know, we're doing our best. One day, if y'all behave, then one day jelly beans will be added. What's a good one? What's a good example of all of that? So let's just do this the old-fashioned way for a moment. So for each pixel start index, or whatever it was. Okay, so 2 mono, because I know mono used to work. So if it's not working, that means something has gone wrong. Okay, so, oh wait, no, this isn't the right channel. How did I miss mono? Was it right above? No, I think I just recognized the pattern of splitting it and I just didn't think. Thinking is hard. Okay, so, well, wait a second. No, it is reading off of that. What the heck? I'm not thinking right, am I? Okay, let's just round it as well here just to verify. But I don't think base times row width Okay. That should work. Wait a second. Hold up. Where'd the color go? Hold up, what just happened? Hold on. Wait a second. That did work. So it is writing to it. It's just not doing the callback. Oh, wait, this is why. It's because I'm being an idiot. There's my mistake. I should have been smarter. Okay, I'm never actually using the callback. Okay, so now the monocolor is working again. So we can reverse engineer exactly where in the code something is going wrong. Okay, so have this here as a quick way to jump between them. Okay, so we have here, okay, so we have for each pixel start index. Okay, call back. Okay, so we have, so is legacy equals false. So now this should no longer work. Okay, it does not work. So somewhere, so this code is somehow messing up in a way that this one isn't. Okay, so I x base plus x plus 4. Okay, let me just try by doing I. We just start I. We're just going to modify this until we break it, you know? And until it either mimics the old code or is broken. Okay. Well, the start I can actually be this one. Okay, so let's try this out. Okay. Okay, so that still works. So the question is, at what point does this become a problem for each pixel start index? So, oh dang it! I see what happened. Ah, I'm an idiot. Okay, I know what the problem is. I see it. The problem is I'm modifying the buffer, but I'm never writing it back to the canvas. So yeah, that's the problem there. Okay, so I need to consider this. Okay, so for each pixel xy, read is right. Is read only. So if is read only, then I guess if not is read only, then what we'll do is we have to write the buffer back here every time. We'll also need, so just make that a, why is it angry at me? 211. Oh, it's because I copied it below. Okay, that should be fixable by doing this. Okay, so if not is read only, then it should update it. I should do this for any of them that pass the buffer in. Okay, so if not is read only. All right, perfect. Actually, no, I don't want to keep this as a hidden one because this could be a headache to debug later. So I'm going to rearrange the parameters to actually make it more important, because this could be a huge performance change for people who aren't expecting it. Yeah, it could be the difference between an hour of debugging, like what I just did, though I don't think this is actually an hour. So read Is read-only true? Is read-only false? Is read-only true? Is read-only false? Okay. Is read-only true? Is read-only false? Is read-only true? Okay, so for each, yeah, okay, is read-only false. A game, that's just a theory, a game theory. I'm still not 100% convinced. I'm just not pushing the issue anymore. Let's see. Does Superfluent have to have an in-game kicking system? So we will be going a lot farther with the private server stuff. Ideally, I think Superhero Life 4 would be a game that you typically play in a private server. You know, like where someone can enforce the rules, and yeah, that's my. I think that that's a better outcome. But yeah, we do also need to find ideally a solution to make the public servers less toxic. There's an error here somewhere. Why is he on me? Syntax error. Oh, it's because I put that there. Okay. And am I... Okay, so now that this is angry at me again. So now apply value. Oh yeah, apply set brightness. Much better. Okay, so I can just rename this here. Yeah, I'm gonna just delete that. Why is it angry at me? Oh, it's because I've changed so much it broke the LSP. No, I got you. I appreciate your understanding, man. Okay, let's try this again. Reload language server. Please don't give me the little box. Okay, yeah, it looks like that worked. Okay, so now I just need to undo the mess I made in a few different areas. Okay. So, for example, I think for the range, I think I had some print statements, but I guess we'll see. Okay, so normalize red. Okay, that's interesting. Look at this. You kind of start seeing banding appear with, oh, I don't have it showing. Okay, you kind of start seeing banding appear as it tries to normalize increasingly little data. That's actually kind of a cool effect. Huh. Oh, dang, resetting it did not work. Okay, so let's go back to, so what's the reset button do again? Okay, so let's go to that. But yeah, like I think that we have a solid set of hopefully performant functions. Set contrast, set set brightness. But yeah, no, that's pretty cool. Okay, so dang, but the slowness of stuff is actually starting to get noticeable though. That's unfortunate. Let's see. So for each modifiers bench, what do I want to do? It is interesting seeing it trying so hard to like make it continue to work. Huh. That's a cool effect. I don't know. I like it. Yeah, this almost looks like modern art that you'd see on a wall somewhere. Yeah. A dedicated sleeves category. Well, I will have with layered clothing, like layered texture clothing, which is why I'm doing all this stuff. I do think that it will that will allow us to do that. So let's see. What about so I need to fix that reset button before I forget, because I know I'll forget. Let's see. Did I break mono? I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, yeah, no, that's still working correctly. Perfect. Okay, so now we will do channel. Okay, so I think that should work pretty good. So debug story. Where's the reset? Where's the reset one? Print reset. Okay, yeah. So is normalized, set false. I'm just letting it guess. Okay, yeah. Okay, so that should reset it back to normal. Thank you, Copilot. Wait, is it normalized? Why is brightness no longer working like I'd expected? What is normalization on somewhere? If normalized, if is normalized. Oh, I need to put dot value. Okay, that's on me. All right, so now this should work. So we have, there we go. That's nice. And then we can do this kind of stuff. That is cool. That is very cool. Problem is, it takes about, what was it, 6 frames to do it? It's unfortunate. The, let's see. Let's do the benchmarks again. Okay, so now let's see how the channel stuff looks. Actually, wait. I should reset all of them first because you know how that thing is. Okay, so now let's try. Okay, so channel, we'll be running that. The map. So the map has looks about the same as it did last time. We will be expanding it most likely, but you know that takes time. It takes time. What were you doing? Making sounds. Okay, okay, so shifting the channel is the slowest. Isolating and clearing is pretty easy though. Okay, so effects. Okay, well, that one's a long one. I guess I should check out the constructor one too. Let's see. I like seeing the sunset. I've missed most of it though. That's on me. I'm gonna miss the view of the sunset over the mountains. Chicago will be nice, but I won't have that. There's just something so beautiful about Colorado. Okay, so now it's taking forever. Okay, here we are. Normalize RGB. Okay, so normalizing a channel, that takes a good amount of time, but not enough cert amount. Okay. For each. Yeah, I mean, like, let's see, is the, okay, I think But like, I think this is about as far as I want to go. Let's see. How does contrasting work? What if I want to increase the contrast? Actually, wait, no, I can just decrease it currently. Okay, well, I'm going to actually save this to the Git. Okay, so I think with that, okay, so I'm just going to keep on waiting for all of this to end up finishing. But yeah, like let's see, so editable image util. Okay, so we're just going to do a new release for, okay, let's just do 1.0. Okay. So let's see. Oh yeah, no, it's all right, Wolfgang. I'll have that. We'll be seeing the map in just a moment. Okay. Dang, that right for each pixel HSVA. That's a slow one. But like in theory, some of these are actually faster than. Anyway, the problem is there's no like speed advantages with any of this stuff. Let's see, modifiers. I guess I'll just check that for a moment. It's a quick one. I should write all these down at some point. Otherwise, I'm going to have to keep opening this place if I want to reread the benchmarks. Makes sense. Yeah. Let's actually, I want to see what subtract looks like. We're gonna quickly. Actually, I know what it looks like. It's fine. It's fine. How about, so with that, okay, so I'm going to focus on me for a moment, then open up all these different windows. Okay. Oh, back to 6. Yeah, well, yeah, it's because we're back to exciting stuff. Okay, so Sanctuary City. Okay. Okay, so let's go back to the code for a moment. Okay, now what I'm going to do is, why's he yelling at me? Oh, it's because I broke some stuff. Okay, so now we're going to upgrade it to the new, let's see, did that action release? Wait, what? No, it didn't. Why is it angry at me? What did I do wrong? Dang it. Okay, that's on me. Just a second. I need to fix the, I need to fix the linting. Okay. Yeah, it failed. I have some tests run whenever I publish something, and it got angry with me because I did not include the new types in the linting check. So Lua LSP, analyze. So commit, release. It's now going to validate. I'm just going to have it ignore the benches because those don't really need to work. You know? Okay. Okay, so now I can gonna take like 2 minutes. Yeah, so this is the Superhero Life map, though its map service is not enabled. Skipping in it. Dang it. Okay, how about this? Skipping in it. Why isn't it enabled? That's sad. Okay. But a lot of it needs to be built. Like it's built via code. So let's see. Need to delete that. Let's see how. Let's see if that works now. Okay, so that linted correctly. So I have a suspicion that we will be able to return to the code in a moment, which is I know what all of y'all are hoping for, I'm sure. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, no, it's come a long way for sure. I really like the street level stuff. You know, there's just some solid street level stuff. I'm not sure how I feel about the trees though. I feel like I need to swap that asset out. It's 2 HD, you know, for the rest of the map. It's just I don't have any good tree assets that are low resolution. I'll get around to that. You know, it's a long list of stuff that I need to do. But you know, I get to it. I get to it one at a time. Let's see. What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh yeah, yeah. I was. I'm up. Bleh. I am upgrading the editable image thing to the new code, and yeah. So I still need to wait for it to publish, but when it does, let's see. Editable image 1.0. That looks good. Okay, so then I just need to rerun this. Well, once it finishes publishing, at least. I really do hate the stupid. Okay, linting is a helpful thing, but it'll slow you down. Don't let anyone tell you it won't. It's trading out speed for quality. Why is it yelling at me now? Okay, so Celine source. Okay. Bench.lua. Bench.luau. Okay, let me actually do a validation run just to make sure that I'm not going crazy. Scripts validate build. Oh, what's build's first argument? I think it's just what? Oh. Okay, so now we can watch the oh wait, it's not gonna pull up this one until yeah, so I will say it'll probably be swapped out for materials. Well, you'll get to see so the current building shape, those will be replaced in real time with generated stuff, like mass adding windows, you know. But yeah, so okay. Okay, so I think I've gotten that solved. So now I just need to try one more time. would it lint it differently? Why would the commit succeed but not the... Sorry, I know this isn't the most fun thing on the planet. Don't know what's going on with that. We'll just have to see. Okay, so third time's the charm with getting this stupid package to release. Okay. Okay. I believe in us. Oh yeah, no, I didn't forget. I've just been busy with many things. I promise, I haven't forgotten. It's more just, yeah, no, I will get this thing working if it kills me. You know, it's been in progress for too long. You know, like I've aged. But yeah. Let's see. What am I working on now? So right now I'm just trying to get the stupid, trying to get this one package working. So basically this package right here, I keep trying to publish it, but then the tests keep failing. I think I've gotten it. We will see. If it doesn't work this time, I will be grumpy. Just a warning to everybody. Let's see. See, the goal is to release Superhero Life 4 before I have to shave my head. You know, this hairline. It's a race between my hairline and the burn down chart. Okay, this is gonna break me. I'm gonna snap like a twig. Why is it not working? What I don't get is why what changes between the validation workflow that I was doing locally and what it's doing over there. So let's just try this again. So scripts, validate Wally. Let's see what happens with that. Yeah, see what, why? Exists to torture me. It's like it's stuck on an old version or something. Let me make sure that I'm using the right. It might be a different. I wonder if it's using a different thing to lint it, like a different, if it's installing things differently, because it might that would make sense if it was installing a different tool. Okay, so it's using V138, and I am using 138. What is going on there? What I don't get is why it would environment roho config release roho config. I'm just going to do that, and we're gonna see if it works. Okay, so now we're gonna release it one more time. Yeah, so right now I'm trying to get a package to release that the game relies on. So yeah, the superpowers, so superpowers are kind of in progress. I have one attack that feels all right, and I need to build it out from there, you know? Okay, so now let's see how this looks. I believe in it. Come on, we got this. Publish to Wally. Okay, so I'm trying to think, like, while it's baking. Okay, so devproject.json, devproduct.json. I genuinely don't know what else it could be. Like, it should be working. Guess we'll see. But yeah. Okay, so it hasn't failed yet. That's good. Let's see. Yeah, so superpowers, you know. What in the actual hell? Why is it failing? What? I'm tired. I'm disabling it. I'm disabling the checks. Nope. I'm tired. I'm tired. No. I'm done. Don't know what the heck is going on with that. I don't care. It is Sunday. It's supposed to be a relaxing day. The day the Lord said we should rest. I'm not resting. At the very least, my work could be going well. Okay. Let's try this again. Yeah, no, I'm losing it. I'm crashing out. Okay. If this one should literally be impossible for this one to not work. So that's good. Now what I just got to do is open up Superhero Life again. Get that one. Get that one thing posted. Let's see. Wait a second. What? What the heck? It still failed. I disabled the workflow and it still failed. What? That doesn't make sense. I'm actually not even too angry because that's like something stupid enough that it might actually help me fix it. Okay, so I literally commented this out. Why wouldn't it? Oh, is it stuck like on the prior? I think it's just stuck on the prior release. Huh. That's interesting. So I think I just need to do 1.1 and then maybe I will be fine. Okay, we'll see. We'll see. That's weird. I wonder why it's doing that. So it just seems to have cached the workflow for that specific release. And every time I rerun it, it tries to reuse that one test. However, it does mean that I will have to change the code back in Superhero Life. So, yeah. that's not the right one. Yeah. It looks like I'm the real turkey at the end of the day. Okay, so what's going on here? What's going on? So actions, removed linting for release. Come on. Yes. Okay, it worked. Let me just make sure it published it. Okay, so now we're free. We're free. We can actually add the new thing, which will be nice. And then from there, let's see, I can actually validate stuff here. Oh, come on. Come on. Do it right. Did it not publish? Hold on. It still didn't publish. Huh. It never downloaded the types. That's weird. Okay. Okay. I'm never going to be free. This is my prison. Okay, so let's try this again. Okay, so why did the types exist here, but not here? That does not make sense. Wait, this isn't even a validation step. Wait a second. Is it still one behind? Did I just not save before? Oh, I never saved it. Okay. Was like, what? Why is it not showing it? Okay, that one's on me. I accept that as stupidity on my part. The other stuff, I'm not so sure, you know. Okay. Did I try reversing the polarity of a chicken sandwich? I don't know what that means. But I have not tried it, probably. Not knowingly, at the very least. Okay. So now we can hopefully be free. Actions, workflow patch. I do have an air fryer somewhere. I don't really use it that much, but occasionally, whenever I make chicken, I usually make it in an air fryer because whenever I try to make chicken in a pan, I set off the fire alarm. Whenever I try to make chicken in an oven, it comes out dry or raw. Air fryer, though, it works. I like it. But yeah, so we're almost through. Almost through. Yeah. The at least at this point, my life is just slow because of because I'm doing complicated things rather than restarting every time, which is nice. Okay, did it publish? Oh no, I've been looking at the wrong workflow. Come on, please publish, please. I'm tired. All right, it published. Yay. It's not even any joy anymore. Okay, set that to 2. Save. Yay. Okay, let's do that. And it installed them. Yay! I'm free. Okay, so now I need to run the validation workflow to find out all the things I broke by swapping it. I don't know if I don't think it'll be too many, but still. So validate dot shell. So I need to do the mode, which is dev, and the map, which is city. And yeah, so let's. I probably could have put on no build and saved myself some time. Oh well. You know every glitch in Superhero Life 2? I don't even know every glitch. All right, yeah. So here are the errors currently in the code. So that's under the controller area. Well, actually, I could probably just do the vibes. Use the vibes for it. Why is he yelling at me? What's going on here? That's stupid. Okay, I'm gonna ignore that. Let's see. I'm guessing that's just an error with the LSP. It kind of breaks whenever I do any workflow. Yeah, I don't know what I do to it exactly, but I deep fry it every time. It's been like that for a while now. Okay, so layer init 167. Okay, so apply. Actually, I should probably reload it. Just now it is going to yell at me this time. I can tell you that much. I don't know if y'all will be able to see it when it yells at me, but it will. Yep, there it is. Okay, it's yelling at me. Yeah, I guess, yeah, y'all weren't able to see it, but it did pop a window saying like, actually, that's, it crashed. Yeah, it ran out. Like, I don't care. I knew it was going to do that. It always does that, but yeah, no way to configure it out. And I don't understand C++ well enough to make a fork of it. Or I guess not a fork. What do they call it in Git land? Commit? No. It's where you merge your code into a public project. Okay, so everything is just loading. Okay, so apply brightness. So set brightness. I think that was one of them. So set brightness. Set contrast. That was it. Okay, so 168. And now I think that's about it. Yeah, okay. So let's try this again. Let's just validate it again. See if it likes it now. Ah, dang it, YouTube. All right, yeah, that worked. So now I can do serve. And that means, in theory, stuff might actually work. Okay, so now let's just test it out. It's almost done building it. Okay, so now that's running. So now we can connect it here. Let's open up shared. Let's see. So yeah, so we can have a debug view. So this is the retexture logic. Okay, that's working out pretty well. Okay. So now we have an ornament, which is the terminology we use for something that's like bound to a specific part of the body. Okay, so that's looking right. Then all of it should come together into this. That works slowly, but I guess better than nothing. Okay, so now let's actually press play. Okay. All right, so yeah, the edit appearance. I need to fix the avatar centering, and also the rotation doesn't work right now. But okay, so now for shirts, we can swap that out. I need to work. Do I have layering done yet? I don't think I do. Dang. Okay, I'll get that in at some point. But basically the yeah. So we have these different patterns that I guess it just adds it onto the top of it. But you can see it's doing it. It's doing it pretty well. That's what we're all. That's what all of it's building up for. Yeah. Is that John Wick? I wish. This is more just a semi-functional, because I still need to tune a lot of the texturing stuff. For example, we just added a bunch of functionality to it, which just is not there yet. You know, like right now, it's literally just the old logic, and I need to change that a bit because hue shifting for one doesn't work anymore. But yeah, so let's see, jackets, probably some cool jackets. Let's see, where's the, there it is, leather jacket, striped business coat, collar jacket. Where's the trench coat? There it is. Okay, yeah. So apply that, make it darker maybe. Let's see. Let's also make the guy bigger. Okay. Eyes. Let's go with blue. Let's see. I think. But yeah. So yeah, that's kind of all working about as well as I can hope. Let's see. That didn't look right. I really don't know how I'm messing up the scaling on some of these. I need to figure that out. Because it is getting messed up, as you can tell. Like it's too high. I'll figure that out at some point. But now, you know, I close and as you can see, the changes modify. However, this is the memory leak I was telling you about. So yeah, so that's what I'm going to be up to for the next week probably in terms of off hours. Obviously, you know, still a full-time job. But yeah, so expect slow progress on this. Trying to improve the character editor using the stuff we made up today. Also, this is what I was talking about with like the, as you can see, the city, there are now windows and stuff on it. So like the buildings look a lot nicer. So yeah, I think that it's all come together pretty nicely. Just gotta, you know, we have, there's a stupid console icon on the top bar plus thing that I don't know how to make it go away. I'm glad top bar plus exists. I might remake it because it's annoying me in some very specific ways. We'll see. We'll see. Probably not anytime soon because I just need to get the functionality done. But yeah, it's I think its stuff's looking pretty good. Well, yeah. Thank y'all very much for stopping by. This was a longer stream to make up for some. Yeah, we've been streaming for almost 4 hours. I know the superhero life stuff, the interesting stuff, was saved for the end. So thank y'all for those who stuck it out. Also, in case you're wondering, this is what your data looks like in the game. Okay, yeah, so a bit crazy. But yeah. I think that we're moving steadily towards a release. As you can tell, the fact that we have like the editor like workflow going where you can add stuff and, you know, kind of do that's definitely something valuable. Like you know, just, but this is the kind of workflow that we'll be building towards. Let's see. What are some cool shades? Let's see, so it's, now we can retexture it. Okay. And then it, oh yeah, but because I broke the texture thing, it's gonna error and not give it to me. Sad. Yeah, but no, that's why I gotta do the retexturing stuff done. But yeah, so once I find that memory leak, you know, we'll be doing things pretty easily. Yeah, just kind of slowly improving the quality of life and fixing bugs until I have the character editor more or less where I need it to be. Then I'll do character swapping, stuff like naming your character and such, like managing the different outfits, as well as after that, I'll probably be doing. And that at that point, we'll probably have testing for just people to try out the character editor. After that, I will then be doing some superpower stuff, like the sort of the progression tree and just building out some other powers, like the power menu essentially. So yeah, so then once those three things are done, yeah, we'll really have a solid, playable game. I don't know if I'll be releasing it at that point. I still want to add base customization, like build out a bunch of stuff. But like as you can see, the path towards a testable game is pretty clear. We just got to walk it. But yeah, thank you all very much. I will talk to y'all later. I'll probably stream next week. We'll see. If I haven't accomplished anything here, and it's still just kind of buggy, then I might not stream. We'll see. But yeah, all right. See y'all then.